Hey, you guys, we are back to do another review of Married at First Sight. Yes, I don't have my better half with me, but y'all, I tell y'all what our close of 2023 looking like. So, y'all, it's been doing it. Let's get into this review. We keep it real, expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and sip some tea. Join the Kourtney family. We're about relationships and review, making it fun just for you. So go with God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I always put God first.
Hey, co-ed kin folks. Now I got to do his part. Child, so weird. Hey, co-ed kin folks. How are y'all? I'll do it my way. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Kourtney, and Eddie, also known as E-Dub, is not here on tonight because he has the flu. And he been quarantined in this house, chat. So I got to wear my mask. He going to wear his mask. And yes, we trying to keep it from moi. So yeah, that's where it is at. So if you're brand new to this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, and entertainment. And of course, we like to do our famous rants and throw that in there. So y'all, I'll be ranting and raving by myself on tonight. But it's all good. You know, I just thank God for just being good. Um, just kind of give you guys a little of what's been going on. Of course, our Patreon family knows. But Eddie lost a family member on a Monday. I lost a close friend on Tuesday. They transitioned. In the midst of that, of course, you know, Eddie has the flu, and we are scheduled to go somewhere this weekend. So, in fact, we are tomorrow. Um, so yeah, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, you know, but I'm still encouraged, and I am still in good spirits, and yeah, yeah. I'm learning to, well, I'm having to, you know, of course, grieve because this person was, you know, I considered a close friend, and I love her and will miss her dearly. So yeah, not to be a Debbie Downer. So y'all, let's just get into this review. Um, so y'all, this was, I wish Eddie was here to see Lauren cry, but cause he gonna tell her the girl, get up, do not. But excuse me. This episode really truly it gave a little. I must admit it did give some. So it wasn't, you know, boring. You know, our review is late because yesterday I found out Eddie didn't have the flu until this morning when we went to the doctor. But then yesterday I was just busy doing my hair. I like it. I did it. It took me about 12 hours to get it done, honey. Thank God for YouTube, chat. So the tutorial, so I was able to do my own hair and of course take care of Eddie in between that time because I'm on vacation this weekend. He is taking, you know, a few bereavement days. So yeah. All right, you guys. So it started out with Claire and Cameron. And to me, of course, it just looked like they don't like each other. Like they waking up in the bed and, you know, complaining about the window and all that stuff, whatever. But she wanted to know more about his father because he evidently didn't share that part with her. But on the after party, he said he did share. He just didn't go into details. He said that his dad wasn't, you know, able to make it because he didn't feel good or something like that. But I guess but then he told her that, you know, he wasn't um that his parents didn't know or something like that, child. I don't know who telling the truth. Y'all in the comments say y'all feel like Cameron lying. But so they don't, it seems like they don't like each other, but he tells her, you know, kind of give her more clarification about his father. And he was saying that his father had been sick, gravely sick. And to tell him something like that, as far as him just kind of getting married to a stranger, really and truly probably would push him a little bit, you know, further or over the edge as far as being sicker. So that's not something that he wants to tell. And so she said in her confession, she understands, but then again, she all about family, so that's gonna have to change. Well, just fast forward. And I was gonna try to make two videos of after party in this one, but I guess I just combine them in one. But it seemed like Cameron was saying that his mother and father got a divorce when he was 13 years old, and after that, his dad had just kind of like went down as far as his health. I'm like, so y'all. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. So, so yeah, so his dad is just basically, I guess, kind of surviving, and he didn't want to push him over the edge. So let's go on. So Emily is apologizing to Brennan. Child, for what? And for what? Some of y'all think that the friends was too much. Me, I don't care because he too much. Like, you don't care nothing about this girl, child. Her wrist been broke for 50 years, child, and you could care less. So I ain't apologizing. Whatever. Let them do what they do. Um, so she apologized, and he said that he could have handled it better, but she was just saying that I'm gonna always take your side. Boo, no ma'am. And we can see later. No, no. I guess maybe when it comes to something else, but no, I don't even know you like that. I ain't gonna always take your side. That sound cute. It sound cute, but that would be reserved for people that's been married for a while and know each other. So no, like, I'm gonna always take Eddie's side because I feel like he's gonna be rational in his thoughts and so forth and so on. And I know him, but as far as a man you don't know that really true don't care nothing about you, your broke wrist, you taking them groceries or whatever you had, all of them steps. And no, 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 I'm not gonna always take his side, boo, no, because I can see you a little bit. So Becca and Austin, they talk about the pagan game. She is sexually frustrated, basically, and anything that got to do with sex is very intriguing to her. So she's thinking about pagan. So Cameron and Claire are eating, and every time they on camera, it's just awkward. Like, I'm like, I feel embarrassed. Like, should I be here? Because I feel like y'all shouldn't even be here. So Cameron was just saying that I think in his confession he was just saying that he wants to be wanted, and it doesn't seem like there's a romantic connection, or it doesn't seem like she's affectionate towards him. And um she wanted to, I think he asked the question as far as is there a percentage, what's the percentage of us working out, but she did say it is a percentage. Well, child, on that after party, honey, just, child, that after party spilled a whole lot of tea, a whole lot. And I'll talk about it. Just stay tuned to the end. So Cameron and no, all the couples are meeting up for potluck. First of all, y'all not finna do us like this, married at first. Like, y'all not finna. If these people said they want to divorce Lauren and Orion, Olion said he wanted to divorce. I don't want to see him no more, boo. Like, why are you here? Like, why are you here? I mean, is he telling y'all that he want to come so he can get a check? I don't understand why he here. Like, at that time, Alyssa and Chris, when Alyssa was like, oh my God, he's so great, all that extra stuff she was doing. When he said, I wanted to divorce, we didn't see them. There was Alyssa tiptoeing around trying to come on camera, trying to be around the other couples. Why are you here, boo? Like, no, bye, Felicia. We don't want to see you. Like, no, because you really seeming really thirsty, like you want to check. Like, you the one said you want a divorce before it even got started. So bye. I don't want to see you no more. Like, edit him out and don't pay him. Like, we don't want to see him, people. Meredith producers, we don't want to see him no more. Go ahead and go and edit him out. Okay? Because what we gonna see next week, it's exhausting. Because at this point, he got to be here just for the check. Y'all got me spitting, child. He got to be here just for a check. I mean, because ain't no way Lauren should even accept him in her orbit, like her circle, like nowhere around her. I don't know. I just reached her orbit. Ooh, was that camera? I don't know what I was watching. But anyway, he shouldn't even be here. Like, he shouldn't even be here. No, no, no. Why are you trying to? Anyway, so I got to keep my immune system up. Anyway, I can't get frustrated with these folks on TV. So all the couples are meeting up. So they doing a little potluck. And so Lauren comes in, and she looked like she did a charcuterie board, child. She look, this gonna be enough. Ain't nobody finna just bring a little carrot here and this here, honey. Look, we gonna get this together. So yeah. So and everybody was asking where Orion was. Child, nobody cares. Like, and I'm surprised that the other couples didn't know that they said that they was getting a divorce. I think it's been 3 weeks now. Y'all didn't know? I know that Lauren and what's the girl name? Um what that girl? Claire. I know that they talk. Y'all excuse me if y'all hear the blower and stuff, honey. It is midday on a Thursday, child, and life still gotta go on. So anyway, so Lauren comes in and asks, they asked well Ryan Ed and all this stuff, whatever. And so she was like, I'm not sure, he's supposed to be here. So as they sit down and talk, Brennan shares that, as far as where him and Emily are, is that there's no romantic connection and stuff. And I'm saying, why are you telling people that? Like, I didn't see what nobody asked you, and to me, in my opinion, you really truly, I don't want to say on camera what's the issue, blah, blah, blah. But every time you say there ain't no romantic connection, don't you think that would hurt? And there's more of a tear to me, in my opinion, because granted, no matter how confident a woman is, and she knows she that, when a man would say there's no romantic connection, or he doesn't feel attracted to her, don't you think that still does something to her self-esteem? So anyway, hopefully these mics is good and y'all can't hear none of what I'm hearing. So let's see. Lauren said, and I know she was being petty, or let me see, I know that she really truly was poking that particular situation at Oline, because she said, well, it may not be a romantic connection, but at least y'all are still working it out. At least y'all are still there. At least y'all still trying. At least y'all ain't gave up. At least nobody said I want to file for divorce. At least, at least, at least. And she really kind of gave all that. And I know it was toward him. As they sit down, and Oline said that they decided, but then he had to change. He said he decided to file for divorce or get a divorce. And Lauren just said, well, she didn't ask for the divorce. So as they sit down and talk, she just getting this off his chest. Why we here, baby? Look, like, why we here? Let's talk about this. She said that O'Lion didn't try. She didn't call him O'Lion, but he is, Jack, because you can see that he don't know. He need to be Dr. Pia. He need to be in the therapy with Brennan, because child, he don't know how to articulate nor his feelings, nor if he coming or going, nor if he want a man or a woman, nor if he. I'm just saying. He is confused. So yeah, he need to be sitting down doing some therapy too, child, by himself in the room, honey. Just him and the therapist, child, dog on the couch with a pillow. Work out all your emotions, all your trauma, all your issues, because you got them. Take that. Nah, I would charge you $999 for that, because that was free. No, it wasn't free. I mean, I'm gonna charge you. Yeah, I seem to be anyway. So as they sit down, she said that first of all, what happened was you didn't apologize, but just going giving, I guess, everybody else a little context. She said, I made an offensive joke. He slut shamed me for the situation where I said I slept with somebody, 2 months before coming on this show, or before I was told that, I was engaged. She said that several times he called her a failure, and he said that she failed in this marriage. Not only is he gaslighting her, he is a narcissistic, and I don't even like to use that word, but I don't even know if he's a narcissist. I just think that he's using the right words. She's using the right words. She's very articulate in saying exactly what it is. So yeah, he truly is a gaslighter. And he's very manipulative. That's the word I was using. So he was just telling her that she failed in this marriage, and he never apologized for it. And so she cries, but I think that some of her crying is frustration, and also the fact that somebody would tell her she's a failure. And I know in the comments, we're trying to get to the truth or the core of why Lauren is crying. And it could be the fact too that her mother has transitioned and not there. And it could be a host of emotions that this right here has uprooted. And we don't know if somebody told her that in her past that she's a failure or something like that. So it just could be, yeah, she probably needs the therapy too. She needs the therapy too. So not just Brennan, O'Lion, and Lauren. even though I think that she's very articulate and she knows exactly what it is and where she is, I think that it is still too some fresh emotions that she may be feeling, and not just because of this situation. So she's crying, and um he said that, that he he said that he said that he didn't call her failure, but she said, yes, you did. And did he not say, well, I I'm standing in my truth, like, mm, she said, you're not, like, you are not. You just basically gaslight me. I do. One minute you said you're standing in your truth, but then you said you didn't say that. Like, you didn't just call her failure, or you apologize for it. It was some to that degree. Nobody cares about what O-line got to say, Chad. Just no, no. Um, he want to put on this, each day we argue, and it seems as though their arguments, I guess, get more and more to where he disconnects from it. And I think that he probably was true, trying to allude to the fact too that, like they say, a lot of people, non-black people say that, black women are aggressive, they loud, they extra, that, what I'm saying, all that angry black woman say, baby, bye, Felicia. We not hearing it. We the people are not we're not trying to hear this. So yeah, going on with that somewhere. Anyway, so he said that, that of course, we lost the disconnect and there was no communication. Cameron steps in and said, well, I can understand that part, because with us there's no communication. And right now we have a disagreement as far as religion and raising kids and so forth and so on. But I think highly of Claire. I think she's the smartest, most intelligent, and he always gives her those compliments. I don't see her giving him any compliments. In my opinion, I just think that Claire just not attracted to him. But of course, we're gonna talk about what they talked about on the after party, Chad, because it was a lot. It was a lot, and I don't want to bounce around. And she was just like, when he complimented, she's like, oh, don't make me cry. When he gave her those flowers, she's like, oh, and he's always complimenting her, and I don't see where she's doing the same for him. So, in my opinion, you're not attracted to him. But maybe the stuff that you said he said, child, maybe that's why you lost attraction for him. And I can understand that, but just say it. Just say it. Just be honest. Just say it. Austin said, as far as them, it seems as though that intimacy for him is moving a little bit too slow. Y'all said that he's not attracted to her because, he's not, trying to be intimate with her. and 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 I was going to add this too. Do y'all think that possibly having Becca having these health issues, and I'm not sure if she's had any since they've been together, could that be a turnoff for him? You know what I'm saying? And maybe he don't see her sexually in that way. Maybe he feel like he don't want to hurt her. I don't know. I mean, sex. When you have sex, stuff like that, maybe she got some soft spots or something. And maybe that's a turn off for him. In that moment, Becca started crying because she realized, she was like, everybody is going through something. Everybody has issues. Every last one of us. And I guess it gave her comfort to see it, but then she also hated it. Now I can say that at least everybody's honest. Now I don't think O'Lion was gonna be honest, but Lauren really and truly pushed him to be honest, and she put all their stuff on the table, honey. Listen, we're not finna fluff around this. Everybody gonna know, so we're not finna make it seem like it was just my fault, but we finna tell the whole story. What was off camera, we finna tell the whole story. And so by that, everybody felt like, okay, everybody got some kind of issue. Let me tell you something, honey. If I was single, I would never go to Denver for me. Ever. Never, ever, ever, child. Let me just go up there and do the little snow and come on back. Because these Denver men, child, they don't like to open up. They got secrets. They don't communicate. Now the only person that I could see trying to communicate is Cameron, but he wasn't born in Denver. So, child, child, child. Anyway, let's move on. So, Lauren is talking to Cameron. No, let's see. Wait a minute, child. I'm gonna skip down. Um, yeah. Lauren is talking to Cameron, and it hurts to see all the couples going through similar, but oh, that was Lauren. I don't know what I wrote. See, I don't have my sidekick here. Y'all know. Oh yeah. Okay, so Lauren was talking to the cameras. That's what I wrote, not Cameron. When you scribble, it look alike. So Lauren was talking to the cameras, and basically she was saying, it hurts to see all the couples going through something similar, because it's communication issues and stuff like that. But at least they didn't give up. And she just kind of drops to her knees because she said she tried her best. She tried her best. And she just kind of dropped to the ground. And I think one of the producers had come over there and just kind of help her, and she, get up. Because so it may be a person that feels like they was rejected. And also when a person tells you you're a failure, maybe she took that personal. And like I said, I'm not gonna judge Lauren too much, because it may not even be about O-line no more. It really and truly may not be about him no more. And it may just be something personal that she's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? And she dropped to her knees. Like some of you guys said that, her mom and stuff like that. Maybe she feels like, she let her mom down or something. But baby girl, Lauren, if you watching this, baby, it's not your fault. And please don't cry over this. Mm-mm. Did you see? I saw it. Did you see? Well, merch. It ain't merch to cry over. And it should ain't nothing to shed a tear, child. You should really and truly be thanking the good Lord and laughing and get you a cocktail, honey, and celebrate like it's 1999, honey. Because that, girl, you're a beautiful black woman, child. That you crying over that. You crying over that. Don't do it, baby girl. You want me to find your man in Alabama, child? Because that ain't it. Okay. So anyway, let's move on. Cameron and Claire, they're talking about, excuse me, the other couples, and it seems as though Cameron said, I'm gonna use this to kind of get more into what's going on with us. And he basically said, okay, so we're being honest, we need to kind of make some adjustment because, Claire saying, well, they just breaking down the couples and stuff, the issues they got. So y'all got them too. So Becca and Emily are talking, and Austin and Brendan are talking. So they each talking and kind of having a conversation. And Becca said that, listen, I know that you said that he's not attracted to you, but do you feel as though that's affecting, you? Because do you feel attracted? And I'm glad she said that, because like I said, when a person is not attracted to you, but you used to being like that chick, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're beautiful. And I feel like that Emily is gorgeous. When a person say that you're not attractive, and they kind of use, I'm not attracted to you, and especially when he had attraction at first, but we know why now. I'll tell you once this video is at the end, because what he said on after part. And so when a person says that, it can affect your self-esteem. And so Becca wants to make sure, girl, are you okay? Because if you not, let me tell you something, you're beautiful. You are attractive. Do you believe that? And I'm glad that Becca was saying that stuff, because it can affect your psyche. And Emily said, I think basically what she was saying is that she hasn't been in relationships before, but she's just trying to work through this. So Austin and Brendan are talking, and Austin was saying that as far as him and Becca, he needs more time. And I'm saying to myself, I don't know how old you guys are, but when it comes to a marriage, okay, first of all, you're in a marriage, and I don't know as far as what time you think you got, child. You need to talk, you need to communicate, you need to get to the hardcore issues. Because it seems like Cameron and Claire was saying, y'all don't want to talk about the real issue. Y'all want to scurry around all that stuff. And y'all need to communicate. But I guess he was like, well, we got time. No. When me and Eddie got together, baby, we communicated before we got married. We talked about all this stuff from the root to the what you like, what you don't like, your past, your history. anything that can affect our marriage, you know what I'm saying? Anything that can affect us currently. Because me personally, I didn't want to honey get married and then have to deal with issues, like real core issues later on in the marriage. No. You know, I think now, you know, it's still some stuff that he may say that I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was in his past or whatever, but it's nothing that's going to affect us today. And I think that's basically what Becca wants to, like, let's talk about the hardcore stuff that can affect us going forward, you know, religion and whatever, politics, all that stuff or whatever. And he don't want to, you know, maybe, I don't know. Chad, you Denver men, Chad. So let's see. Brennan was just basically saying that he said that, you know, as far as him, like, he did have, I don't know if he said he had attraction, but he said he's not attracted to her, but he's just trying to figure it out because divorce is not an option. Didn't you hear his daddy tell him that? Divorce is not an option. So to me, in my opinion, you should be trying to tell this woman what the issue is. Because if a divorce is not an option, we're not finna be like this. Like, we're not finna scare around and not talk and not have communication and not open up. No, that's not what we're finna do. We're gonna get to you, boo. So anyway, Cameron and Claire are talking to Dr. Pia. And she noticed that they wasn't wearing their rings. And basically in this, it seemed like they had a disagreement or something like that. And I guess it's about, you know, religion, raising kids and all that stuff. But Dr. Pierce said, okay, well, I want y'all to do this. Instead of talking about those hardcore issues, let's just kind of live in the moment, get to know each other, find out what what you had in the beginning, kind of go back there. I said the beginning, child, it's been 3 weeks, but anyway, and it just kind of enjoy each other then. Cameron's like, yeah, that do sound good, but I'm gonna have to get back with you on that one because I don't know if I can do that. And I think what Cameron is doing is that and I can respect him for doing this, but he doesn't want to go on, kind of like Emily and Brennan, kind of go on without it being a physical attraction or an intimate, a source of affection or intimacy, because he's not just trying to fake the funk. Like Orion, we seeing him back on camera. If you want to get a divorce and move on with your life. We want to see you into the reunion and don't got to see you there. Baby, they can have an empty chair. We will not miss you. You will not be missed at all. So that's basically what it is. Like, Cameron not finna fake the funk. Like, if you want me, be with me, cool. If you see a future, cool. If you don't, I'm out. And I can respect him because, baby, I know Dr. Pia doing her job, and that's to work around the issue and to keep y'all on the show. Okay? That's what she doing. She doing her job. That's what she get paid to do. And so, but Cameron like, hold up. Because sometimes y'all know they try to keep these couples together, honey, when they should have been got a divorce and said, I'm not doing it. So he said, I'll get back with you on that one. Ooh, child, he been cutting that front yard for a long time. We got other yards, honey. We got other. But anyway, anyway, child. I'm glad he don't watch our videos. So anyway, let's see. So Dr. Pia is visiting Emily and Brennan. And first of all, before she got there, he was like, you know, what's she coming here for? Whatever. Is it like therapy? She said, yeah, it is therapy. It's a therapist and stuff. So he was like, he never been to a therapist before. And he was like, what's her intentions? I was like, what? I didn't understand. Like, why you come on this show? Did you not see the show? But I do know y'all be getting folks that ain't never seen this show, child. They be just living their life, honey, probably watching sports and everything. And y'all grab them up and put them on here and they know nothing. My advice that y'all need to tell these people, watch a season. Watch it after they sign the contract. I guess watch a season and kind of be prepared for how this flow and how this go. But I'm quite sure y'all told these people that a therapist is going to be coming in from time to time. It used to be all the time, but now it's from time to time to talk to y'all every 3 to 4 weeks. Because y'all don't get therapized much at all. Y'all here to just throw y'all in there and figure it out for yourself. Well, honey, that's we the people. That's what we be doing over here in these streets, honey. We get married and we try to figure it out. But if it get too deep, we go to therapy. honey, y'all putting people together that at least we have a choice. And we say, nah, this ain't gonna work before we get married. But y'all just throw these people together and y'all expect them to figure it out because y'all said they would have been a good match. Y'all need to get more therapy in these people's lives. Old Lion probably wouldn't have been doing what he was doing, child, had he been over here and he get some hard truth. But anyway, honey, he don't like the truth. Like Cameron said, some people don't know how to deal with conflict resolution. And evidently, it probably seemed like, honey, ain't nobody ever told him he was wrong. Maybe though over there in his world, honey, he is the man and he ain't never wrong. But how could he be, honey? Because he's staying up under his mama roof. So I'm sure that there's rules and regulations, child. Because I know he ain't running unless he paying all the bills. But if that was the case, then mama would be staying with him and him not with mama. Boom. Okay, I said a mouthful. Anyway, my throat gets hurt. Ooh, child, when you got to sit here and commentate by yourself, honey, I need a break. Throat hurt. Carry on. So Emily and Brennan, so as they sit down and talk, I guess he's, probably a little afraid of what's gonna happen. So Emily just telling Dr. P their issues and, their attraction and non-attraction and the non-romance. And she's also said that she don't feel like Brennan knows how to talk about his feelings. And Dr. Pia asked, was that true? And so he was saying, well, as far as, the attraction, non-attraction, all that stuff or whatever, that is true. And, she said, well, do you want to share what you're feeling? He said, well, I don't want to hurt her feelings. I want to be respectful of her. She said, I get that, but Emily, do you mind him sharing? He is bad to winter. So Emma was like, sure, he can share. He was like, well, no, respectfully, I don't want to. He didn't say respectfully. He didn't say no respectfully, Chad. But he said, I don't want to hurt her feelings. I don't want to, And she said, well, it's okay to share. She said it's okay. So as he continued to talk and stuff, he was just saying that, Dr. P was just saying that, does this make you feel uncomfortable, Emily? Child, them leaves is gone. I know y'all hear that. If not, need some good microphones, but I can't say that because they weren't working before we started. Anyway, and he said that he don't want to embarrass her. To me, I don't understand because what you said on the after party wasn't no embarrassment. I mean, embarrassing this girl would be to me. You saying her breath stank, her JJ stank, some part on her stank, or you know what I'm saying? Like she do something that's nasty. Like I don't understand, but just saying because on the after party he said that it was a turn off, and maybe he had time to reflect because Keisha had said at first he didn't want to come on there, but now he on there. But maybe he had time to reflect and think about it, and maybe he came with some excuse, but he was just saying, he was turned off because she party a lot. She was talking about she drinks, what I'm saying? She go out a lot. Communicate that. How you know how many folks we done had on here that was sink. That was drinkers and single. And I look at, we call the vodka child. Y'all know Virginia, honey. Not Virginia slingers, but Virginia. So y'all know Virginia was a party girl and that relationship didn't work. But just communicate that with her. Because it seems as though she partied, she did all that stuff. She was single. She was never in a committed relationship. Bro, you got to give her some grace in that. So she was doing what she was enjoying doing. But maybe you that type of dude to come in there and say, okay, now she married. And, when I was single, I lived my single life. When I was married, I lived that married life. And then when I became single, got divorced, I lived my single life. I wasn't no drinker, party, or nothing like that. But I went out. I went out with friends. I went to this event. I went over here. I was always somewhere, child. You was my Facebook friend. I was like, child, you stay out. Because I was enjoying my single life. But when I got married to this man, I wasn't feeling like I was restricted of going out. I didn't want to do those things anymore. Now I want to do those things that I used to go out and do events and all that stuff, whatever I did, I want to do it with him. But now we travel, we do that. Child, that's better. I was doing single stuff, honey, that was cheap, honey, child. $10 free. I wasn't doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So I did my single stuff, and now she's married and she probably want to do her married stuff. So I don't know if that's an excuse or not, but show her some grace, child. Let's move on. My throat is hurting, seriously, because I'm talking a whole lot. But anyway, as him and Dr. Pia, were talking, and she basically trying to say, is it okay for Emily, because he told me he don't want to embarrass you, all that stuff. And Emily just pretty much rolled her eyes. She said, what's the eye roll for? And he was like, well, she just make them faces. She said, I'm asking Emily, like, what's the face for? Oh no, she just make those faces. Tell her, like, you just make those faces and stuff. She said, I'm asking her. He said, I understand that, but this my wife. I like, bruh. We're not finna do that. We're not finna say this my wife and you don't like her and you ain't attracted to her and you don't help her around the house and you don't help her with her ankle. I mean, not her ankle, her wrist is broke. So no, this not your wife. Just push on over there to somebody else. So no, the bro, you can't claim me for convenience. Now you want to tell Dr. P, I just be spit. Now you want to tell Dr. P, Dr. P, that this your wife, but you're not attracted to her. You don't want to communicate with her. You don't share your feelings. And also you definitely ain't helping her with her or around when she need help and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, you sure that's your wife? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You probably need therapy. To understand how you should treat a wife. But your dad and your mom been married a long time. And if that's what you got, that wife over there, your mama probably just ready to go. She probably just, look, somebody died something, because I guess y'all ain't getting out until death do your part. So I guess, you said, I guess just waiting on him. Like Celia said, just let Mr. climb on top of me and do his business. I guess you just waiting on the husband to pass away, child, because that's the only way y'all getting out. And Emily's not finna do that. No. So no, she should be filing for divorce. I don't care what it look like now, because this man. So yeah, he was just saying this is his wife and stuff like that. So it just basically, he finally let Dr. Pia do her job, because she was like, this is my job. I'm getting paid to do this, not you, boo. So I'm going to communicate with her. You're not going to control me, even though you're trying to control her in the situation. We're not going to do that. I know you get that from your daddy, but no, we're not going to do that over her. So basically, that black girl rose up and said, no, this is my job. You're not finna shut me down like you kind of did Pascal. No, you're not finna do that. Not over here. No. So it come to find out that she was just basically saying that was a face of frustration. So, she's just frustrated and stuff like that. So Dr. P suggested individual therapy for him, because it doesn't seem like he can articulate his feelings. Because she was like, what are you feeling? He's like, I'm feeling nothing. That's what I'm telling you. I don't have no feelings for her. But she said, but everybody got a feeling. So even your nothing feeling should be a feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when you was just so over her, what was that feeling? And she had to help them walk through it. It was feelings of protection. Well, why do you feel like you got to protect her and you ain't even attracted to her? Like, let's talk through that. I don't have no feelings. I can't talk through nothing. No, I'm not doing therapy. I got a bunch of friends and family and support, honey, but I'm not doing all of that. So, no. Okay. Let's see. Dr. P is going to see Becca in Austin. And she was just asking, was there intimate stuff like that? He said that it take him a long time to be intimate with people in his past, and that's just the way he is. He said he don't like to go in there like banging and stuff like that and not have a emotional connection. She was like, well, I see y'all have a connection. I'm saying emotional connection, bro. What is we seeing on camera? Because I see the chemistry and the connection. What we see, like, I don't get it. This woman is all over you, but in turn, you do seem to be, I ain't gonna say all over her, but you do seem to be responding to her touching, and you are touching on her, kissing her, and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to understand. And so she was like, well, can you do other stuff? You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh yeah, I'm open to that. That was something that Becca didn't know. So she was like, okay, and it seemed like they agreed to do other stuff other than sex. And Dr. P was like, you can talk about sex. Sex is actually a turn on and a place of intimacy. Now, we just got a patch of grass, according to our lawn guy. When we don't. Granted, we don't. but he just seemed to be in that area. He had went round on the side. But anyway, I'm gonna leave him alone. But it's just my time and his time, and it just coincide at the same time. So Cameron and Claire talk about basically he was telling her, listen, look girl, I need to know if I should stay or go. I need to know if you want to be here or if you don't want to be here because I need to know. Because Cameron at this point is just basically just getting fed up and he's just getting tired of the back and forth. And do you and she's like, well, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? He was like, well, I'm giving it to you. I want you to communicate. What are your feelings? How do you feel about it? She said, well, I'll be sad if you leave. Like, but other than that, I'm not sure. He said, well, for me, it's unhealthy because I want to love you or I want to be to get to know you too so I can love you. For me, it's just unhealthy. And could it be, as we saw Cameron and his mom divorce, when his mom and dad divorced when he was 13 years old and kind of sent his dad into some kind of sickness. Don't know if he had it before or whatever, but that's got to be heavy. And could it be that Cameron said, no, we're not finna do it. I'm not finna do what my mom and dad did. I'm not finna stay in no unhealthy marriage relationship and nothing like that. I'm not going down that road. I'm not doing it. So could it be that that's what he's feeling? And he's just like, look, let's just cut the Band-Aid off, honey. It's just been 3 weeks. I ain't finna try to get to know you and fall in love with you to get right here to, I don't even know if you're attracted to me. Let's see. So he was asking her, do you see a future with us? And she was like, well, And so he said, well, you know what? I'm just going to sleep in the other room until you can pretty much figure it out. Okay. Because, yeah. All right. As we see next week, they're going to be doing some stuff, stuff. So I guess he ain't leave. Brendan and Emily have a conversation in the kitchen. He's still trying to figure out why this lady said he need to do individual therapy. Child, we know that by looking at your dad, child. Like that demeanor he had just on camera, honey. We know it done fell down to you. So you do. But he was highly offended. He don't understand why, you know what I'm saying? He don't understand why he ain't got no feelings, but the feelings he ain't got, he don't understand why he has to communicate them to her or why she feels like, well, I think me personally feel like it's your temper, it's your overall demeanor, it's the way that you are. So it's something that's locked in that you don't want to communicate, So I think that's why. That's why. And as we can see, he get mad on camera. Emma's like, well, this conversation went left, and she agreed with the therapist. Like, I agree with her. So he got mad at all that stuff or whatever. So that went off. Now let's talk about the after party briefly. And I just jotted down the stuff that was kind of shocking, to be honest. We talked about Cameron's dad. Cameron also said he doesn't feel like Orion, knows how to deal with conflict resolution, which could be true because I guess he the boss in his mama house, child. Where she paying the bills, I guess. Because if you paying all the bills, then you might well say that your mama stay with you, but you pay all the bills. Or I stay with my mama, but I take care of her and pay all the bills. That would sound more like it. But I bet you don't probably pay a cable bill, child. Anyway, oh yeah, Brendan was basically saying, and I shared this, that he feels that though the reason that he ain't attracted to her because she drinks, she's a party girl, she's all that stuff, whatever. And like Keisha was saying, just communicate that with her. I think Keisha be helping these couples out, y'all. I really do. I love her on the after party. In fact, she need to be one of them therapists. Child, yes, and push one on up out there, child, because they ain't therapizing nobody, honey. It's not helping. I think each therapist or Pascal, whatever you want to call them, I think they do their job, but I don't think that they're in depth doing their job. Like they're not there all the time. Child, he been cutting their grass for the 40th. And hey, he do a wonderful job, honey. I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying I'm trying to do this and just saying like child the whole time. I bet you when I in this video, he gonna stop. But shout out to our long guy, honey. My husband ain't got to do it. Praise the Lord. Thank you, Jesus. And we appreciate our long guy. So also, let's see. Oh yeah, Cameron was just saying basically that he said that he feels rejected. So Keisha was saying, well, it doesn't seem like, we're talking about you want to sleep in the other room, all that stuff, whatever. She was like, it seems like you feel rejected. He said he do feel rejected. He doesn't feel like, I guess he's trying and she not giving nothing. He said that the talking about the kids and the religion, he was like, that's just a minor thing. That was just something that we had to talk about on camera, basically. But that's really true. That wasn't real issues. um I think Lauren was just saying too that she heard that you made some kind of comment about her not being slender enough, that you like slender women. He was like, that's not true. It seems as though, no, I think that was Keisha was saying that's what Claire said. And he said that's not true. We have two different perspectives on that. He said, I like her. Actually, she is what I wanted in a woman. So no, that's what I wanted. I asked for an expert gave me that, a slender woman, and slender in everybody's eyes could be totally different. So slender may not mean skinny per se. It just means a slender form, petite. And so he said, so that's his type. He said any affection, he was told, I guess, by Claire, we're not gonna do none of this stuff on camera, Chad. Don't touch me on camera. None of that stuff. Don't do that. Lauren said that's shocking to her because she got all the tea. Shocking to her because she said that's opposite of what Claire told her. She coming out here telling me everything. She said that you told her butt was too big, and how could anybody want to have sex with a person with a butt that big, honey? Because you couldn't even do the stuff that come out. I know that sounds nasty. They bleeped it out, but I know what she was saying. He says no way that he can have pleasure moment with a person with a butt that big. And in fact, Cameron said that's not true. That's not true. And this was said like on the day after the wedding, on the day or something like that. I'm like, gee, I would have been shut off too, but I would have communicated that with him and said, bruh, when you said da 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 da. Cameron said, I was told that she said that she like dark. Keisha said black. He said dark men, black men. And she liked him to have a nice little build and stuff like that. And he said, well, that's funny because I don't believe it because none of the men in her past were black. So I said, we got another Gina and name Cliff. What that his name? Clint. Another Gina and Clint situation to where they're talking about, maybe the comment that he made. I don't know if he said slender. I don't know what he said. And she said, well, shoot, I'm going to one up you, honey. I don't even like your color. I like a black man. I want a black man. I want a man with a nice build. And that's something she should have said to the experts, which he should have said that too. So, yeah, I don't know who telling the truth, child. I don't know who lying or whatever. But anyway, that's it, honey. I went a whole hour by myself and my throat is hurt. This is why I couldn't do this by myself. I can't. All right, miss my husband. But y'all have a wonderful, wonderful Merry Christmas. And we'll try to see you guys back real soon. Don't forget to go with God and let God go with you. And always put God first. His voice ain't that deep. And always put God first. Deuces.